Hi everyone, Sailor Moon here, and today I'm going to talk about why did Deke Sailor Moon get so much hate with the Sailor Moon followership. Now I know I've made this film many times, but every time I think I can tell it, because it's still something I don't understand how the hate came. It cannot be as smooth as, oh, well, they looked up the Toei offshoot of Sailor Moon, which Deke took freedoms from, and hated it that way. And if that is true, then there's not really much to this film. But first off, keep in mind, the way these folks spin it, or the way they say it, is that they hated it the first time they saw it, which was bullshit. If you've never seen a show before, and then you don't love it, you don't like it, and you don't hate it, you only either like it or hate it or love it or whatever after you see it. So there's no way they could have just, hated it right off before even seeing it. So, in between 95 YL, the two lands that got Sailor Moon right away was the settled land and the wanted rights. Yes, the settled land got it in August or 8th month, and the settled land got it in September or 9th month. Not much of an unlikeness. It's true that Sailor Moon spent most of its broadcasting time on YTV and the settled land, and was on UPN and WB, and later on USA and Cartoon and the wanted rights. Now, you might think, was that much of an unlikeness? No. But then over the years, folks have started to bitch about things or rant about things that there really is no grounds for it, like names being shifted. These folks never knew what their Dawnlandish names were until after they saw the Toei work. But they bitch about names being shifted, like, oh, my name's Serena instead of being Usagi, which is my middle name. Amy being Amy, Ray being Ray, Makofo being Lita, Minako being Mina, Monaru being Darien, and Shibalusa being Rini, and Onso. They bitched about those names being shifted. Why? I don't know why they bitched about the names being shifted. Why to make a big deal out of it? I don't know. I don't really know why they made a big deal of the names being shifted. But whatever they did. Then the next thing that you think they wouldn't bitch about, but somehow they did, was strike names being shifted. And keep in mind, between Deke and Cloverway, the shift names were being shifted out a lot. They were being shifted out many times. So I don't know why they made a big deal out of that, but whatever ground, they got mad about shift names being shifted. Which I still don't understand why that. Then they got mad over stead names being shifted, which I don't understand that, but whatever grounds, they bitched about that, ranted about that. Then they bitched about fighting being cut back. Oh, you're missing all the cool stuff. Yeah, someone coming at you with a knife. Yeah, we're missing that cool stuff, right? They miss all of that stuff. And they bitch about that being cut out. They say that these things should have never been cut out, but whatever grounds they were, and they bitch about it. Yeah, I know. Then they say, then they didn't, yeah. So I clear my throat. But that's what they bitched about. Then another thing that they would bitch about that you would not understand why this was the show playing. Or I guess the speak playing, whatever you call a show player who speaks for someone. They didn't like that. They thought they didn't speak. They didn't think they didn't think that's how the cells toned like. I don't know. They got angry because they didn't like the way they talked. I don't know. Forever grounds in their mind, it just wasn't what they thought they should talk like. I know. They probably in their mind they got mad because they weren't speaking Dawnlanders English, but instead speaking settled land English and wanted Riken English. Which I don't understand why they made a big deal out of that. Now, to this day, they make big deal about things being cut out. Like, yeah, I'm not making it up. There was a lot of, someone's coming at you with, with an with a knife. I'm not, things like that. Sorry for saying that, but it's true. They made a big deal about, not seeing enough blood and all that other stuff. And if you think the hatred you think they would then make them not like it. But they hate it. So how do you go from not liking something to hating something? How does that happen? I do not know. Then they bitched about how the unstraight folk were handled. Which I don't think they were handled badly. They don't like it that Zoe Sight became a woman in Deke's World. So in Deke's World, Zoe Sight's a woman. They didn't like that. I don't know why, but they just don't. But the last time I looked, I didn't see anyone from the Unstraight Followership, or, well, I don't even think it is a followership. I didn't hear anyone saying anything bad about it that I knew of. And they knew why Deke had to make those shifts, but they behaved as if Zoe Sight being a woman was one of the worstest things you could do. Yeah. It's like nothing was never good enough for them when it came to the Deke one. Now I know you're like, well, the Cloverway one would win them over. No, the Cloverway one didn't win them over either. And I had made a film talking about why that one got hate too. Then they also got angry at anyone who would dare say that they either liked or watched that Sailor Moon, call them not true Sailor Moon followers if they did happen to like it or watch that one, which I didn't understand that bullshit. Forgive me. But at the end of the day, why did the Deke one get so much hate from the Sailor Moon followership? You'll never know how you go from not liking something to hating something. I don't understand it. Your guess is as good as mine. I could make many films on this, and me and my friends would never ever truly understand the grounds of where their hatred came from, or why they got so angry over how Deke handled everything. Well, that's my thoughts on it. If you like this film, then follow me over here at, then follow me over here at Sailor Moon for Life. Watch the last film I made yesterday over here when Sailor Earth fought Ecliptor. I, Sailor Moon Serena. See you later. Bye.